Gaia.
Hi, Isaac. Hi, all.
Hey. Hi, Gaia.
Here's a lot of helplessness. And I notice how my nervous system wants to freeze or flight, or come away from it. And even here in resting with all of you, and I notice that something is getting more easy or getting more space, and then I notice that something wants to hold on this, oh, I'm so sad and I'm such a victim, and something wants to do, and I see it's not possible.
So there's the feeling aspect of it, for sure. You know it and you describe it beautifully. I'm just curious to explore together, what is the thought component? Like if you're just here without a thought that anything should be different or that anything needs to be changed or done, I mean, without that, there is no...
Yeah, I don't know if I understood your question correctly, but this morning I saw Biene suffering, having pain and needs to vomit, and has arms like this, and belly like this, and she is helpless also. And, I mean, it looks like we're facing her dying, and
I understand.
And yeah, that's the trigger, so to say.
No, I get it. I really understand it. So in that circumstance, then there's a movement of wanting to do something.
Yes, at least being support.
Yeah, whatever. There's. So then in relationship to that thought, the feeling of helplessness comes up. It's clear.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it shouldn't, and I'm not saying it's not human.
I understand.
That just recognizing that. Wow, and you see, this expression of life in this process, and somehow a movement comes. I would love to do something. I wish I could do something more like that. And then,
Yes.
So what would it be like to fully feel with her? Like there she is, and this is going on in her, well, when I say like her, then this is in that expression of life. So including any resistance, including everything, just fully compassionate, 100% feeling with her. just exploring that possibility. Yeah.
Yes. That's gives again space. Yes, and that's also happening in all that ups and downs. It's in all that happening.
Of course, yeah.
And when that is possible, so to say, when that shows up, that compassion, then I notice it's helpful for both of us.
Yes, of course.
And
yeah.
And yeah, I fully can understand that she is waiting for death, for getting rid of all that body stuff.
Yeah. Probably at this point for her it would be a release, yeah?
It would be a release for her. I guess for all of us it would be.
Yeah.
I mean, and not for all of us if she passes away, but for all of us when we pass away, it would be a relief anyway. That's what I somehow know, and also Ina knows. And so thoughts are coming. Should I arrange something make it quicker, so to say? And stuff like this. That's all that's happening. Yeah.
Really and truly, it's you just taking your cues from her, if it's possible.
Say that again, please.
You just listening very carefully to what she needs and wants.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like. I mean, incredible. To accompany someone in this stage of the journey, to really be there with it without looking away, without just right there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a big opportunity and not an easy one for sure.
Oh no, it's I don't know how shall I say it. Learning so much in that moment, and it's very, very precious, actually.
Yeah, for sure.
And not easy. But precious.
Yeah.
And maybe it looks like that I'm asking for help or for give me a solution.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, I just, to me, it's just like I understand how helplessness comes up. And so for me, and just like I'm interested, okay, so helplessness comes up, I understand it. And just to see that there has to be at some layer wanting it to be different.
Yes,
and so nothing wrong with that. It's just like to recognize
I cannot even help it when it comes.
Of course. And then wanting it to be, and then the helplessness, and so that's like how that movement happens, and it's nothing to fix or change or need help with or anything like that. Just the seeing of it in clarity, and then just you hear again. And the interest really is to, what I heard you say was wanting to be present in a way that was
supporting.
I would say an expression of love, unconditional love. Just even supporting, I think, in a certain way is, it's what does that really mean?
I just that word.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is, because we're making such fine distinctions here, Gaia. It's like, it's, again, no right, no wrong, no good, no bad. It's just like, wow, here, this is what's happening in live stream. And it's like, in some way, this is something many of us will face, in terms of parents transitioning, or brothers or sisters, or close friends, or our own end of the journey, so to speak. Yeah. And it's not about trying to be any particular way in it, because I think that would be, violent in a way. It's imposing an idea on it, but that the inquiry is just present in each moment of life as it's happening. Yeah. Yeah. And so for me, I'd just love to spend a few moments tuning into Bina and just
yes, please,
being present with.
She's right now at a doctor's friend, a doctor of us, and he is giving her high dose vitamin C now.
Yeah.
So just that you know in which circumstances she is right now.
She's in, yeah.
I mean, you know her, yeah? She is like,
yeah, for sure.
I don't know the English word. She is such a würdevoll person, and she has this feeling, oh, I lost it all. I'm just a bunch of misery, so to say. Yeah, that's how she. Yeah. And how did I come to that state? Somehow.
Just it comes in my mind to offer, if you would like presence at any point, I'd be really happy to sit with her.
Oh.
You can just if it's useful to her, just not try to fix anything, but just to accompany her on this stage. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. I will ask her if she likes it. Yeah. For her, nearly all is too much. When I touch her, she can take that, and she says, "Oh, it's good to feel that." And actually, I only want people coming here and not talking, but just hold me somehow. And and I love to do that. That's
of course,
capacity for me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to check the phone. Oh, I have to go there.
Okay.
I come back.
Cool. Bye.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, lots of love.
Ja, hallo.
I just need to close the door. The rain has just come. I'll be back in a second. Judith.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Judith.
Yeah, somehow there is a touch from this conversation with Kaya. Yeah, I don't know why or what, but it's just
we never know.
Yeah. No, but it's just a touch. And the fragility of life also. Yeah. And then we need to go through Kaya. Yeah.
It's so amazing because when I look at how different people approach the things that come up in consciousness, people talk about repressing or bypassing or working with so many different approaches to exploring just the different quality of in a way I could say sensations, because it's never more than that in a way, it's just So to me, when we rest like this, it doesn't seem like we suppress or we bypass. It just feels like there's just a, being who we are in the light of whatever's rising and letting it find.
Yeah, but in there, the wave has had its space.
For sure, it's welcome. It's absolutely no problem. Yeah.
So that's important. I feel that the wave just can wave, and then and then it passed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And in this space, then Gaia can be held, just totally held.
And Bina, and in life, just the whole.
Yeah.
All the movements, the resistances, it's all welcome here. Nothing has to be. Thanks, Judith.
Thank you so much, Isaac.
Okay. Lily.
Hi everyone. Oh, thank you, Isaac. I need to say a few things. So it's so beautiful in this space. Like the heart is fresh, like it's fresh and beautiful and alive, and there is nothing. And this whole thing with mandate of having no vax, no job. I ended up asking for an exemption, and I'm yet to get through the process of the system to then be tested because of the Crohn's being inflammatory cause of the whole thing. Anyway, so I can work from home, but it just creates there's a bit of fear. Of
I don't know if you saw the news that in England they just took away all mandatory wearing of masks or everything. Yeah, so it's funny, different countries are moving at different speeds, and who knows what's going on with the agenda behind. But just that doesn't, what you're talking about is just this is circumstance where, you know, there's in a certain sense government overreach that's, you know, like in terms of it's not legal, it's not just, there's a whole lot of things with it, but you know, it's affecting your life. But then, you know, it's like, so what in all of that, of course, you know, different feelings will come up, and but you know, if you notice, you'll see that those feelings come and go, and it's different at different moments depending on, you know, how you think about it and all that stuff. And so it's like, to me, you know, moment by moment, we can't control the circumstances of life, and all that we, you know, what we have is just either this deep love of exploring and being in life as peace itself, you know, or kind of, you know, like somehow taking a position and having emotions around it and all that. All of that's fine. I think is, to me, it's just if the inquiry stays alive in that process, then it becomes a learning. It becomes, you know, something that takes us even deeper into abiding as what our true nature, you could say. But without this idea even of abiding, it's just like, you know, when we look at it, who we are, we already are. And then there's just these unconscious movements that come along that nobody does, that make it seem different.
Yes.
And so, it's not that they're wrong, it's not they're bad. In fact, to me, it just seems the opposite. It's an opportunity of being present to them in a way that actually deepens the entire field in which all life is happening. So, at least that's the way it seems. I don't know, everyone will see it from how they see it.
It feels right in here. In here, it feels right what you said.
So everything's welcome. It means, you know, of course. It's okay. So then it's, you know, like the sense of being, I can say, like a victim of circumstances can come up, of course. You know, I think all of us know that. In
I actually did not
one
see
way
that.
or another. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
And so, you know, but so in that, you know, what happens is it's easy to go into the feeling of it and not because once we're in the feeling of it, it just seems like that's the way it is, like there's really something wrong. And, you know, how come I'm feeling this way or whatever it is. And a lot of times it's hard to even recognize that there's an upset going on. It's just like, of course there's an upset going on, or you know, it's like, but because it gets normalized. Yeah, this is, we don't notice it. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Lou.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for doing Fridays as well.
So.
Zu mir, Antje. Herr Isaac.
Hi.
Hi. There is something that comes up again and again, and there is this, yeah, a really a body felt sense of discomfort or unease, and again this trap, I need to work on something, I need to change something. Yeah. And I noticed this is a way of living I don't want to continue, or to, I'm really fed up with it.
somehow it feels impossible to rest with that, because it's so feels so. Ugh.
How about resting with nothing, not resting with that?
Whoa. It's getting hot. Something doesn't like that answer, you know. Oh yeah.
Like there's a movement of how do I deal with a problem if it happens in the future, or if there's a seeming problem in this moment.
Hmm.
Yeah, so,
Both. It depends
on just, but they kind of like related, those two movements.
Yeah.
And so What do you notice when we simply rest together, if anything?
I notice it is it's a deep letting go on the one side, and on the other side it's really such a holding on. It's like like,
and so when in the noticing of that holding on, just honoring it, just really honoring it. Okay, that's whatever, because it's not something that's conscious. Yeah, it's something that's just happening.
yeah.
And so just, you could say beyond your capacity to do anything about it, it's just like somewhere in the nervous system. That's how what it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not wrong. It's not bad. It's how, in a sense, how the system survived. And who knows where that holding on pattern comes from, how many generations back or whatever, but we're noticing it without having to do anything about it or fix it, even though it's uncomfortable. Just okay.
Yeah, and it relaxes really.
All right.
Yeah, and there's a touch.
There's no fighting against the resistance then. Yeah, resistance is just doing its thing. It's honored. It's seen.
Yeah, it's another option than just going with it or fighting against.
Exactly. Thanks.
Thank you, Isaac.
Cool. Brigitte.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Isaac.
Hi, Brigitte.
Most I enjoy every time when I go into the online meetings is to notice this relaxing in the system. And I enjoy it so much. And in earlier time there was very often ideas from I have to do this, I'm responsible for this, and all this question, but you have we cannot sit here and doing nothing. That's not, but I like it. I enjoy it so much, and I do nothing, you know. I don't have to do anything in this moment when I sit here, and it is so relaxing. And then I have seen in TV a lot of films about Australia and the nature, and it's so beautiful to look. And there was this feeling in me, nature is strong. Maybe the planet is stronger as human being, I don't know. It was just the idea. There is such trust in me. And yeah, you know, every time you see the news in TV and you can say, oh my God, the world is fucked up. And but there is this trust. I don't know where it's coming from. Deep in my, and I thought, oh, when I go to Australia someday, I don't know, there is a big fear for some animals, you know, they can. But the next thinking was, oh, I'm old enough to die also. I know it is not so, you know, I don't have a problem anymore with this. And this is a deep relaxing. You cannot imagine what it means for me. You have to do nothing now. And I feel this field of peace and love, for me, it is a field of love, deep, deep love. I cannot explain. And,
no, you can't explain love.
And nobody says to me, you have to do this, and you have to meditate, and you have this exercise. And there is, no, I don't like to do this, or I don't like it. I like it to do nothing, you know. That's me, you know. I would say for me, I'm a maker, but I have no problem with this new, and this deep trust, and this really, if I meet people on the street, I could hug everybody and say, I love you, I just love you. I do it not, of course, because they went to a psychiatric for me, no. But it's not necessary to do this, just this field. And it's so beautiful to feel it. And I would say to you, thank you for this gift. It is, I enjoy it very much. Thank you for this, and also for the people I meet in this. Oh, thank you.
Beauty. Ah, mukti. Reiner. But do you notice when we rest like this? Are you muted still? No, I just don't hear you. You're not muted. I don't see a mute button on. Talk again. No, I don't hear anything. Don't know. I now hear something.
How about now?
Yes,
Hello?
now I hear you.
Ah,
Yes,
okay.
I hear you.
Yeah, okay. Just experimenting with a new webcam, and I suppose that's the problem. Okay. What I experience is that I get in contact with the deeper layers in the system of resting and silence. And so much which was spoken already so hit the core of what I was about to tell. So being stuck in thoughts and being fixated on being the victim and so on. So and being in contact, I sense that I can go underneath it. And what is it what you sense?
It's like there's an effort, some residue of effort that's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's nothing right or wrong with it. I'm just curious if you pick up on it.
Yeah, it could be this. I want to get there what I already experienced.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So no problem. I mean, it's just again, just noticing when there's effort. Yeah, it's just like, okay, you're already here, so whatever that effort is going to make just be on top of being here. You could say like that.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't stop you being who you are. It doesn't stop, anything really. It's just I could say an old habit playing.
And immediately I have the feeling that there is now a coming effort to stop this effort.
Yeah, for it. Yeah.
Mm.
Just honoring it, whatever effort you notice, just honoring it. It's just like, okay, thank you for and just being present to that. Just like, okay, there's efforting. If you can find it, then just okay.
Thank you for today, Isaac.
Yeah, thank you, Rainer. Inga. Oh, you're still muted, Inga. On the bottom left of your screen, there's a little red thing. Yeah, cool. Now I hear you.
I would like to share something, sit with it, see
Sure.
how to be with it. It's still, again, still my housing issue. Still looking for a house to live, to buy, and I just went to look for one, and like the situations like that we have to decide immediately, like you watch and you have to decide like within an hour if you buy it or not. The quality is low, the prices are high, so there was like no direct click, or no, like not like falling in love with it, because it's such a bad quality of houses. Even if I have a big budget, I have enough money actually, but it's just. And every time again I enter these houses and my system goes in complete stress, and I cannot feel anymore, I cannot think anymore, I cannot decide. It happened again just now, 2 hours ago, and it just keeps, it's already going like this for 2 years, and it's killing me. I mean, it feels like it's killing my system, like I'm really literally making my body sick. And it goes in waves, of course, but there's a big wave now because I just came back from a visit. I don't know how to.
Okay, so at the moment, if I hear correctly, there's an interest to find a place to live.
Yes.
And yeah, so that it's in that context, because that's the context of your life at the moment, yeah? Yeah, so that's what's going on. That's the story. And in that, there's also this interest in peace, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool. So do we have to solve the problem to get to peace, or can we recognize peace and then see if the problem follows us into the peace. If we think we have to solve the problem first, or we think, okay, let's just see if I just rest, then I can see if the problem follows me into the peace. Yeah?
When I'm sitting here with you with the Sangha, I can reverse it.
Yes.
From the moment I'm out of this context.
Doesn't matter,
The
just
peace
in
follows
this moment.
the story.
Okay, so here now. Just here now.
It's the automatic response. It's not something I want or choose. It just goes like that.
Yes.
I'm reaching a point where my system is kind of collapsing about it.
Yeah, yeah, that's all around. Yeah, that's, you could say that's all within the movie of that you need to do something. But within the recognition that there is something that's beyond that whole movie right now, right here. And either you'll find a place or you won't find a place. I mean, it's like that. And you have enough money to not be on the street. And who knows when the right place will come where something in you will just go, yes, that's great. But in the meantime, you're doing your job, you're going to look at places, and you get a yes or a no, that's all. And then just watching what the mind does with the whole movie.
That's what I try.
But now, that's all, just this moment.
Now I'm just enjoying your cheeky smile.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mainly.
Yeah. So you just play your part, When you hear of a place, you go to see it, that's it. And you speak to, the people that are selling, and you say, listen, this is what I'm looking for. If you think it's suitable for me, then give me a call, but please don't waste my time with things that you know are not right for me. Because I won't go for them.
I wish it could work like that.
Why not?
Because these people who sell, they're kind of mafia. They don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, then you find there's many of them. So you just find some that you have a resonance with. You don't, people that, that aren't fun to deal with, don't deal with them. Find people that they, someone that's really good at that game is somebody that can meet someone and go, I see what you're looking for, and I'm here to help you find what you're looking for. That's my job. If I find that, then of course I'll make money. And if I keep showing you things that you don't really like, I won't make money and we won't have a good time.
Sweetie, you know how it works here for the moment, since COVID, since Corona. For every house, there are like 50 people who want to buy, and the ones who sell, they really don't care because they sell it anyway. And they always sell it for a price higher than what they ask for.
Yeah. Yep, I understand.
That's the story. Yeah.
It's similar here, I could say it's very similar here. But yet there's always these little miracles that happen where things just come together, so you just
I counted on them in the beginning of the process, and then I lost my trust.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, in some ways, you know, it's like it's fine-tuning your listening. If it's not happening, then listen to what it's inviting you to something. So you just, you know, if you make your happiness dependent on finding a place rather than that deep listening, of course there'll be suffering. Yeah. Maybe it's telling you in some other area. Who knows what it's telling you? But it's definitely telling you to watch how the mind functions around this that causes suffering. That's much more valuable than finding a flat, I promise you, or a house. Because otherwise you'll buy something you don't really enjoy, and then you won't be kind with yourself for doing that and all that stuff. Just, you're in a very fortunate position. You have money.
That's true.
Yeah. Use the opportunity to watch just where something makes anything more important than peace.
Mm. Yeah, what comes now is I did make an appointment with an SE therapist because I really think there's trauma behind it. It's
Yeah. And how is it at this moment?
%51 peace, 49% contraction. Which is a good job because it started with 100% contraction.
Yeah, good. Yeah. So honoring what's left of the contraction. Just present and tuning into your ancestry and your ancestors and feeling with maybe this orientation of stress around it is to do with your ancestors and just including them.
Feels good to include them.
Yeah, just tell them, look, yes, I'm doing my part, I'm here. But, you know, I'm really most interested in peace. And asking them for their support in your love of peace. Yeah.
From the moment I ask us to part, the contraction increases. Yeah. Definitely much more light in this system than 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Thank you, Isaac.
Yeah, so just gently, yeah, you know, again, just again with your ancestry, your mother's family, your father's family, and their lineage going back. And Europe has been through so much in the last, 100, 200 years. So our ancestors went through a lot, yeah, with wars, and losing homes, losing you know, having whatever, yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Old information, yeah, just. Gently exploring where in the body you feel this old information from your ancestry. And honoring it, thanking it, yeah, for trying to help you. Just recognizing actually that your primary interest, your main interest is peace. A house will happen or it won't happen, and the house will never make you happier. It's not like that, you know. You can have the most beautiful house, and then it needs painting, and then it needs this or it needs that, you know. And the more you stay true to peace, you know, then your frequency, your vibration will be attracting that. So just whatever contraction is left, just honoring it. It's okay.
I like the phrase peace is my biggest interest.
Yeah, yeah. Anything else is suffering for sure. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah. Yeah, welcome.
Ciao.
Okay. Beloved Bus, thank you for hosting. There is still space in the retreat. If anyone has an interest in jumping, let me know. And
I have interest,
good.
Isaac.
Yes, just send me an email.
Yes, but you answer me please over the messenger, because I get your emails. I don't get your emails.
No worries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Good. Love, love, peace, love.